Welcome back to Chapitre 2 of our series, Let's Learn Music Theory. Now, before I turn it over to Miss Poopadoop, we need to talk about a couple of vocabulary terms. I'll bet it's been a long time since someone said that to you. Anyways, an interval. An interval, just like what it means every single elsewhere, is the distance between two notes. So the interval between, an open E string and the ninth fret is 9. It's 9. But the important two intervals we need to talk about today are a half step and a whole step. These are the basic building blocks of everything. The B, 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 O, E's. And a half step is, let's pretend we're on the 3rd fret of the E string, or any fret of any string, it doesn't matter. A half step is 1 fret higher, the 4th fret. Rewind. A whole step is 2 frets higher, so from 3 to 5. And that is all you need to know before I turn it over to my kindergarten teacher and our music theory expert, Miss Poopadoop. Yes, hello. Thank you. All right, so we've learned what a whole step and a half step is, and now it's time to learn, in theory anyways, what a major scale is. And a major scale is nothing more than a combination of whole and half steps, the pattern of which is whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole, half, whole, half. You are going to see when we take it back to Ryan that these combination of intervals are what sound like to you a major scale and are a major scale. So now, here is our bank of notes, you may recall, from chapter 1. And what you do is you start on any note at all. Any note at all, doesn't matter. We're going to pick C, and you're going to see why. Ready? C. Whole step higher than C. Remember, that's 2 frets or 2 notes. So we're going to go C sharp would be a half step. D is a whole step. Whole step higher than D. Boop, boop. E. You see how this goes now? Now watch this. Half step higher than E is boop, F. We avoided F sharp. Whole step higher than F is boop, boop, G. Whole step higher than G is boop, boop. Back to the beginning, A. Whole step higher than A is, trying to come up with new noises, is B. And a half step higher than B is, whoo, C. What? Why did I do that? Okay, anyways, so this is the C major scale. We started on C. We followed our whole, whole, half, or when would hamsters wield weapons with horses? And this is what we got. We know we did it right because we ended up on the note we started on, right? When you sing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do starts and ends it. That's why the 2 notes are the same. Let's do another one. When would hamsters wield weapons with horses? Somebody pick something. G. G. Okay, good. G. Whole step higher than G. A. Whole, you'll see some similarities, right? Here G was in this position, now G's in this position, because we're doing the G major scale. Whole step higher than A. B. I've stopped booping. Half step higher than B. Perfect. C. Whole step higher than C. 1, 2. D. Whole step higher than D. 1, 2. E. Here's where things get funny. Whole step higher than E. 1, 2. Bam. F sharp. Look up the key of G major on Google, and you will see that there is 1 sharp in the key of G major, and that's what that means. And a half step higher, a half step higher than F sharp is G, so we did it right. Let's do one more, a really funky one. Ready? Just to show you that though it may look complicated, the steps to figure out every single major scale are actually very simple. When would hamsters wield weapons with horses? Let's do... That was crazy. Let's not do G sharp. Let's do E. Ready? E. We often find ourselves in the key of E and not very often in the key of G sharp. E, whole step higher than E is 1, 2, F sharp. Already more trickier than the last one, right? Whole step higher than F sharp. 1, 2, G sharp. Half step higher than G sharp. Woo! A. Whole step higher than A. 1, 2. B. Whole step higher than B, 1, 2, C sharp. Whole step higher than C sharp, 1, 2, D sharp. And a half step higher than D sharp is E. So now if you go on Google, you will find that the key of E has 1, 2, 3, 4 sharps in its little picture that doesn't make any sense to anybody. Anyways, this is how you figure out what the notes are to a major scale and therefore a key, but more on that some other time. And to apply it to the guitar, let's take it back to you, Ryan. Thank you, Miss Poopadoop, my kindergarten teacher. All right, that's all well and good. Now we know how to figure out which notes are in major scales, but what does that mean to us on the guitar? Let's do a major scale on the guitar. Now, the cool thing about doing it on the guitar is you don't have to know the notes of the major scale. You can just memorize one simple shape, and then you know all of the major scales because they're all the same shape. You just move them up and down the neck. Since C was the easiest one to think about, let's do C. That starts on the 8th fret of the E string, right? E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, because there's no such thing as B sharp. Great, so 8, 10, 7 on the A string, 8, 10, 7 on the D string, 9, and 10. Memorize that shape. Don't do anything else until you memorize that shape. Just do it, because that's the C major scale. I mean, don't even eat. Don't tie your shoes. Memorize that shape. Here's the G major scale. What are the notes of the G major scale? I don't know, but here it is. Here's the A major scale. I don't know the notes, but here they are. Or you could reverse engineer, right? And say, I know the C major scale. I know it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, because it's the easiest one to know because there's no sharps or flats. You just start at C and go to C, and you don't say H, and that's all you have to remember. I'm going to break, and then I'm going to show you how this applies to music. Let's pick a simple tune that everybody has known their entire lives, Frere Jacques, and let's play the melody Frere Jacques in C. So, if we don't think of this as C, but let's think of it as the first note of the scale, and this one has the second note, third, fourth, fifth, and so on and so forth, Frere Jacques is not so much notes C, blah, 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 as it is the first one, the second one, the third one, the first one. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 5, right? 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 1, really low 5, 1, 1, really low 5, 1. It's important that we did that because when we start to talk about modes, we're going to use that same little tune, and you're going to see through that what a mode means. That's really exciting, but it's nowhere near tomorrow or anything, so don't worry. But yeah, practice your C scale, practice Frere Jacques. That's what major scales are for. I was always struggling with the question, okay, but what is it for? And it's for making melodies. That's what they're for. If you could, if you changed one note in that major scale, if you changed one interval, your mind would instantly go, oh my God, that's not right. Here, watch this. Oh my God, that's not... It wasn't right. It's because the major scale has been drilled into your brain since literally before you were born. Moms sing to their babies, and what do they sing? They sing tunes, rocky pop music and poppy rock music, and that is all, 85% of it is either the major or the minor scale. Anyways, it's all based on the same basic building blocks, the whole steps, the half steps, and more often than not, it's just the major scale. It's for melodies. Let's find a Pearl Jam song and do the melody to that. Let's do Wish List. Wish List is in C. Ready? Start on the 2, the second one, the D note. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 4, 3. That's the melody to Wish List. Now, since you know your major scale shape, you could put Wish List in the key of G, and you can feel very smart and give yourself a pat on the back when you do so. Just move your shape down. Ready? 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3. Wish List in the key of A. Takes a second to adjust, right? But once you do, you're like, yeah, that's wish list. And that's what major scales are. That's what major scales are. I don't want you to, really memorize major scales. I want you to know that they're there so that when they pop up as a thing that will help you understand the song, you're going to go, oh my God, there it is. And that's when it'll click for you. Maybe you already know all this. Maybe you don't. I'm sure I'm talking to a broad swath of people who have either A, never heard this before, or have heard this a million times and probably didn't make it to the end of this video anyways. Which you shouldn't do anyways, because there's a monster at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time with more stuff. Thank you for being here. Goodbye.